Hey everyone, in this video, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to get up your actual product template page. So what we want to go ahead and do is head over to, you can just head over to the homepage of Shopify and then click on online store. And then we're going to head back over to customize. So go and click on here. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is click on homepage, products, and then we're going to go ahead and click on create template. Now from here, what we're going to go ahead and do is type in single books. Go ahead and click on create template here. Then what we're going to go ahead and do is you can see that this is going to go ahead and pull in the template that we're going to go ahead and connect your single books to. So what we want to go ahead and do real quick before we go ahead and build out the template is go ahead and click on exit, head over to products, and then we're going to go ahead and click on all of our single books, all of our products in here that are single books. Doesn't matter what the format, go ahead and click on them, scroll down, and then click on the default product, and then click on single books, and then save. And then if you can go ahead and pause this video real quick, go ahead and replicate that exact same thing for all of the rest of the single books that you have in your products in here. So just go ahead and click on the product, scroll down, theme template, single books. Go ahead and continue to do that, and then we'll move back over to online store. So once you've gone ahead and done that, we're going to head back over to online store. And then we're going to head over to customize. Then we're going to head back over to the dropdown, products, single books. And then from here, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to head over on the left-hand side to add block. Click on text. Drag the text right underneath the title. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is delete this text block. And this is where those meta fields that we actually integrated earlier are going to come into handy. And what we're going to go ahead and do is click on the connect dynamic source. And we're going to do product title supporting description. So as you can see here, top 100 bestseller. That's going to be that title supporting description. We're going to go ahead and change it to uppercase. And then we're going to go ahead and change it to bold. And we're going to italicize it as well. Now, what we're also going to go ahead and do is click on the text at the very top. It should have already auto-populated in there for you. If it's not there, that's totally fine. We're going to go ahead and click on remove for right here. And then what we're going to go ahead and do next is head over on the left-hand side to add a block. Click on text. Drag that text right underneath that other product description text. And then we're going to go ahead and delete the text out. Connect to dynamic source and choose reviews. There we go. That should go ahead and pull your reviews in there. What we want to go ahead and do though is click on the reviews and make sure to go ahead and bold that in there as well. Awesome, that looks great. Next, what we're going to want to go ahead and do is head over on the left-hand side because we're getting down to these formats here. What we're going to want to go ahead and do is click on the theme settings, click on variant pills. And then it does look like they're already rounded. What we can do though is add just a slight shadow underneath them. Gives a little bit more depth to the page. It looks really nice. And then we can go ahead and head down to the add to cart buttons. What we want to go ahead and do here is click on the left-hand side, click on theme settings, click on buttons. Go ahead and make sure to add a corner radius to here. 8 looks really nice. If you'd like to go more, you definitely can. I've always found the 8 looked really nice. And then we can also go ahead and add a little bit of shadow behind that button just to give it some more depth as well. And then as you can see, your description will get auto pulled in. So no matter what product this is, even though it's only showing this one product, this template still works for all of those individual products that you switched over to this template. And so those descriptions are going to get pulled in depending on what product the person is actually looking at. So with this book, it's going to show this description. With a different book, it'll show a different description. And then we're going to go ahead and hit save. Now what we'll want to go ahead and do is make sure to go ahead and click on add block, click on icons with text, I'm going to drag those up right underneath the buy buttons. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is click on the icons with text, click on the first icon, and we're going to go ahead and do the price tag. And then we're going to scroll down to the second icon, do a check mark. And then the third icon, we're going to go ahead and do a heart. Now that we have those, what we're going to go ahead and do is scroll to the very top. Make sure to switch it over to vertical. And now we're going to start adding in the text. So for our first heading, what you can go ahead and do is purchase the ebook instantly. Make sure if you do have audiobook, you could also put a /audiobook. And then make sure to go ahead and bold that text if it's not already. Make sure to go ahead and highlight it and make sure that it's bolded there. And then for the second heading, you're going to put in receive download link from BookFunnel via email, by email. And then the third, put in send to preferred e-reader and start reading. There we go. Now, one thing to note, if you do have paperbacks on any of your products as well, what I would recommend to go ahead and do is head over on the left-hand side, click on add block, add text, drag that text right underneath the icons with text here. Head over the text and type in paperbacks. Make sure to go ahead and bold that. Make sure this is only if you do have paperbacks on your site. And then what you can go ahead and do is click on add block one more time, icons with text, drag that underneath the paperbacks. And then we're going to follow that same format. So we're going to click on the icons with text, change it to vertical, click on that first icon, choose price tag, and then we're going to choose the heart, and then the check mark. And then we're going to scroll back up to the very first icon and add in purchase paperback. And then for the second, we'll add in receive confirmation of order. And then for the third, we're going to add in paperbacks are shipped within however long your actual time is to take to ship. You're going to go ahead and add in that time for yourself. So if it takes longer or if it takes shorter, just make sure to go ahead and add it in because Facebook does look at the page to see if you do have your shipping information on there. So it definitely can help to have that on there as well. And then you can go ahead and hit save. Now we're going to go ahead and scroll down here. And then we're going to head over to the left-hand side, click on add block, click on collapsible row, drag that up above the description. And then we're going to type in synopsis. You can choose multiple different icons here. What we've seen that has worked the best has been either the return icon, or you can also choose the eye. Either of those will work. You can go ahead and choose one of them. Now, what you're going to go ahead and do is in the collapsible row, make sure to go ahead and click on it. In the raw content here, we're going to click on connect dynamic source and then click on synopsis. So that will go ahead and pull in whatever you have put on the product page when you're creating the product and go ahead and put that in here. So that was what I added on my product page. So that's going to go ahead and add in right there. And then you can click close that collapsible row, click on save. Now, what we're also going to go ahead and do is click on add block, collapsible row. We're going to put this underneath the description here. And what we're going to do is going to do the book name, chapter 1, look inside. And then you can do either, again, the return icon or the eye icon. And then click on the collapsible row, click on the raw content, connect dynamic source, and then look inside. And that's going to go ahead and auto pull that in for you. Hey everyone, I just wanted to go ahead and add this piece in here. I accidentally misspoke in here. And what you're actually going to want to go ahead and do is just name this your chapter 1 look inside. That way, when people are obviously when you're having multiple products on your site, as people are going to different products, we can't have book name in here because it's not a part of the dynamic content like what we have within here that's pulled in from the product page. So what we're going to do is just have chapter 1 look inside here. And then obviously your dynamic content from the meta fields will get auto pulled in. So go ahead and just make sure that it's named chapter 1 look inside, and then we'll keep on going. And then you can go ahead and hit save. There you go. Awesome. And now what we're going to go ahead and do is make a couple of adjustments to the actual page. So what we're going to go ahead and do is come over, scroll up to the very top, and then we're going to click on the product information, just this, essentially this block here. Or you can click on the left-hand side and click on product information. And then what we want to go ahead and do is switch this to medium. And then we're going to scroll down to desktop layout. Choose this as thumbnail carousels. It's going to have those carousels down here. For image zoom, we're going to do no zoom. That's the zoom on the image. Sometimes people accidentally click on that and it can just be essentially like trap them in the zoom, and then they'll eventually just leave the page. So we just want to take that out just so you can't zoom in. You don't really need to zoom into ebooks either. So we just take that out there. And then for the mobile layout down here, we're going to do show thumbnails. That's going to go ahead and show these thumbnails down here at the bottom as well. And then we can go ahead and just hit save. Awesome. So that is going to be your product template for your single books. And in the next video, we're going to go into how you can duplicate that and how you can use that for other structures for other books as well. So I'll go ahead and see you in that video.